Jeff, in some cases details on a person's living whereabouts have been provided on some social networking sites, and that has led to their death. Are those dangers in social networking real?
Yeah, look, it has been a lot of talk about it recently with regards to, you've got Foursquare, you've got now Facebook has got places and things like that. So you're actually trying to, people know exactly where you are, even with Twitter that has geolocation. So yeah, that can be a bit of a problem, and it is becoming a bit of an issue, but with regards to social media, it's about promoting your whereabouts, but it's also giving people the opportunity to promote businesses and things like that. So there was a thing, I think, during the week where Ellen DeGeneres was talking about someone who committed suicide from that cyberbullying. Majority of that's through, a lot of it has been through Facebook, because it's becoming that, you make a comment and it just snowballs from that effect. Look, it is an issue, and you're always going to run into those sorts of things. So
I guess leading on to that, mate, what are some tips for the users at home to make their stay with these social networking sites a bit safer?
I think the one key thing, and what we try and promote to all our clients, and particularly our athletes, is to actually, if you are going to check into a location, whether it is places or whether on Facebook or whether it is Foursquare, is to do it when you're away, do it when you're actually leaving the venue. A lot of players can get into the trap of saying, hey, I'm down here at such and such, and before they've actually been there. So you have to be obviously mindful and protect the privacy, which is really the key. But it's the good thing about social media. It's giving everyone an opportunity to find out exactly who you are, and Twitter was basically designed to be a medium where you can. I'm talking about Twitter here, is a medium where people can just send out their information and tell what's on their mind. But people obviously need to be mindful of the fact that now these days, every phone's got GPS in them, that you can be tracked and you can be searched.
Jeff, is social networking becoming an epidemic, or is it an epidemic? Where do you see the way we communicate in advertising and communication in the future?
Oh, look, it's from the advertising perspective. It's getting everyone to promote the location. So if you and I check into the location, we're talking about that particular place. If you and I go and have a coffee, we're sitting down and we're talking to each other through Twitter, or we're telling our followers where we are, we're actually promoting that place. So from a marketing perspective, it's high volume. It's actually getting, instead of that restaurant going out and outsourcing and promoting, you're actually enticing people to promote it for you. Epidemic, I don't think so. It's more the intrigue and the interest. In the States, social media, as we know, is massive. Alone this year, companies have spent $3 billion on advertising through social media alone. So whether that's with sponsored tweets, where you get someone to promote your brand and you pay for that service, or whether it's companies that now are paying full-time social media companies to actually do the stuff for them. So whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, and it's like outsourcing someone to do your website. So I don't think it's becoming an epidemic, but it's getting to the stage where people obviously need to have control. They need to know what they're doing. They need to learn what it's all about. And I think that's where people are going to be really careful.
What do you see is the next biggest thing in the social networking?
I think that the locations is going to be definitely a big thing. Foursquare launched. Would have been, I think it was halfway through last year, or they've been going for a little while, but in a period of 1 week, they had 100,000 users that signed up to Foursquare. So
and that is?
Foursquare is a geographical location, so it's an application you can download for Androids, download for your iPhone. Basically what it is every phone these days has got a GPS location. So you check into this application, Foursquare, it finds exactly where you are, so you nominate that place and you check in. So similar to what Facebook just launched in Australia about a month ago with Places. You check into a location, you say where you are, and you're promoting that place. So I think that's becoming the big thing. There's now applications that are coming out where you can take a photo of the place that you're at and network it with Twitter, with Facebook, with Foursquare. So people get a visual understanding of what that location looks like. So I think that's the things that are really are real trending topics at the moment. Twitter is growing every day, 180 million users. Facebook's got 500 million members, about a month ago. YouTube is massive, and I think probably the next big thing that's coming through is Ustream. So Ustream is you've got YouTube, which is record a video, so you can record a video, upload it, people view it. Ustream is completely live, so it's through your phone. You can do it through your iPhone 4 now. You can broadcast live. You can broadcast the event straight away. So the Chilean miners, as we've seen over the last couple of days, that was broadcast live through a lot of channels, Fox News and stuff, but also through Ustream. What Ustream provides is the opportunity to network through that live stream via Twitter and Facebook. So it provides that interaction as well.
In businesses, is it going to revolutionise the way they advertise?
Most certainly. I was just telling you before, but Kim Kardashian's making 40 grand a month through 4 tweets. So her management company is getting inundated with companies wanting Kim Kardashian, who's got over 4 million followers on Twitter, to promote products, whether it's shoes, whether it's makeup, whether it's cars, and all she's doing is simply sending out a tweet. So the marketing becomes, for companies, it becomes word of mouth. So eventually we'll get to the stage where they'll just focus on targeting these athletes and celebrities, and just another form of advertising. Everyone's still going to do TV and radio and newspapers, but the beauty about doing this is that if that particular person's talking about your product, it carries more weight. People can retweet it, people can link to the website, you can see a photo of it. So that brand awareness is really strong in people's minds who are following that celebrity or athlete.